We value freedom a lot. It's a very important thing to Americans and to people throughout the world, is to be free. And there's different kinds of freedom. We usually want the freedom where we can go where we want to go when we want to go there, do what we want to do when we want to do it, have what we want to have when we want to have it, be what we want to be when we want to be it. And so we consider freedom the ability to do all of that. But then we're constantly frustrated because we can't be, do, have, and go whatever we want. We have, we have a lot of constitutional freedom, but then, we can't get our way all the time, and feel frustrated about that. But I think we need to look inside and see if our mind is free. Because even if we have the freedom to go where we want to go and say what we want to say, is our mind free? And then we might think, well, nobody can crawl inside my mind and take it over, so yeah, my mind is free. But if we really look, our mind's completely under the control of ignorance, attachment, and anger. And it's like Geshe-la was saying yesterday, when one person says one thing, then we're happy and we're attached. And another person says another thing, and I don't like it, and we get upset. And somebody else does something else, and oh, I'm jealous. And somebody else does something else, and oh, I'm better than them. And it's like our mind isn't free at all. These disturbing emotions are just, popping up all the time without any control. And to think that we're free because we can go to the department store and buy anything we want, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? When your mind isn't free and your mind's controlled by attachment, to think you can, you're free to go buy what you want, or this whole issue of hate speech, how America has so much freedom. We can say we hate anybody, criticize, say any, outrageous thing we want to, and we think we're free, but our mind's totally controlled by hatred and jealousy and vengefulness. So, if we really value freedom, then we have to create a free state inside of our own heart. And that's by opposing the ignorance, anger, and attachment, and principally the ignorance, because it's the ruler of the whole thing. Like I was saying the other day, it's the real dictator that doesn't let any freedom exist in our own hearts and minds. Okay, so when Americans, we always, 4th of July is coming up, right? So the American Revolution. We think revolution, yeah. Our country was founded on revolution. We're going to do something new. So now when we go to teachings, that's the spirit we should have. We're going to overthrow forget the British, they're not our problem. They're our allies now, aren't they? But, we're going to overthrow the self-grasping ignorance. And that's what we're revolting against. That's, instead of throwing tea into the river, which, what good does that do? Saltwater tea, we should throw our attachment and our hatred into the river and then really have some freedom. So it's with that kind of gung-ho enthusiasm that we should approach the teachings on emptiness.